Fuck off. He said one more song. I think someone's tired. We got a tired one at the front. One more song. Fuck off. You get the full package, cunt. This next song is not the last one, and it's called White Privilege. How apt. This song's called White Privilege. This one's for the man at the front who's had too many beers.
This is Louisiana, and tonight, post-punk behemoths Idles are launching their face-melting new EP, Meat, their first release since 2012. Whilst Bristol boasts some crazy experimental artists, being progressive isn't the focus for every band, and some of the best artists in Bristol have a different set of priorities.
Progressive sounding bands. The Naturals, Giant Swan, who are the same people, and Vessel, who they worked with, to me in my head, that's progressive. It's like moving forward. Yeah. I'm not saying that our music's detrimental to people's expression or my own, but I think progressive music as a title should be seen as inventing shit. We're not inventing shit, we're just being ourselves. For me, more important, I don't want to be progressive. I want to be instantaneous. I want to be exciting. I want to be terrifying and danceable. I want it to be kind of like an experience at that moment. I just want to fucking rip people's faces off.
Why don't you get a job? Even John Quinn has a job. Mary Berry has a job. Why don't you have a job? Well done. Why don't you win a medal? Even John Quinn has a medal. Mary Berry has a medal. Why don't you have a medal? Well done. You did your fucking face.
I think a lot of people tend to see Bristol's music scene in quite outdated terms. Does that ever bother you?
No. Obviously, you can appreciate and understand where you've come from, but like, I think there's just a point where you got to fucking get over it. Trip hop was something that was invented and coined in this city, which is something that will never be forgotten, because to coin something and invent something is fucking hard. It's really hard. Absolutely. And it normally sparks from something really violent, a violent part in history. The time when that all came out was a violent part in history. There was just a whole voice that needed to be spoken at that point, and now there isn't. I mean, there is, but it's not been spoken yet.
Just turn them down. I want them off. I want the air conditioning off as well. Thank you.
I mean, it's an important part of our history, but I think we're on the cusp of starting something more interesting.
I want to move into a bonus home. I make a list of everything I own. Riding TV and the setting sun. Marching to the beat of someone's drum.
The recent video that you produced for Chant, was it you that shaved a patch from your head? So was that an homage to the monks?
It was an homage to the monks, yeah. A friend of mine, Cedric, posted a video of the monks' chant on Facebook, and we were like, what the fuck is this? This is amazing. Weirdly, like, because we found out about the fact, like, because you've seen the video. Have you seen the monks' chant video?
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, they're all there with these crazy haircuts, and I just thought it was for that one video, but then I found out that they had that haircut the whole time, and I was like, that is cool. That's like, I love the naivety of it and the dedication, and like, you know, back in the 60s where shit was invented all the time. Exactly. Bands like that were just like, like they're militant about their joy with shit, you know. It was cool to be like super into something, and you know, you didn't have to pretend to be aloof and like not care, and like, I think that's amazing. The end shot, basically, I had that as the idea, where I'd go from one room to the gig, and I wanted to link it, and then someone was like, why don't you shave it? I was like, fuck off, I'm not shaving my head, that's bullshit. But then they kind of convinced me to do it, and I told my dad, and he was like, oh, I'm doing it, I want to shave your head. So,
oh, was that your dad that shaved your head?
It was my dad, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't let my wall rest my feet to leave away. I got sat down. It was an amalgamation of the fact this is really good pop music and just this weird spirit of kind of playfulness that's also fucking dedicated and cool, which you don't get very often anymore. People are too self-aware.
The Welcome EP again with like 26, 27, and I think the difference between that and what's happening on Chant, like, are you more comfortable being a very heavy sort of angry, like?
Yeah.
This is the opening track from Welcome, Idles' first and, until tonight, most recent release since 2012.
I will never go to school.
I mean, that's pretty different, isn't it?
That you in a band, like, you write, right? You're an English student, you must write. You know when you start writing, and then you realise about 4 years later, you read back on the stuff you read, you're like, Christ, I must have read, you know, so-and-so just at that point. You start to realise that you're bleeding all your injections of inspiration from other people. And then you realise 5 years down the line, you're learning your voice. Bowen is a very kind of expressive, he's malleable. Yeah. And like, so he'll listen to a band and then at the end of the week he wants to be that band, you know? And we had to tone him down. And as soon as he moved to London, we had time away from him. Oh. I don't mean that in like a derogatory way,
yeah.
But like when you've got time away from someone, you just kind of bat between each other. I just got to, I don't know, sing over drum and bass, and just singing over drum and bass, you end up just almost accidentally being like an MC or some shit. So that's where we got our really blunt and really quick sound from, that came from Welcome to now, to Meet. But all that stuff in between was just us going from trying to be someone else to just being ourselves. But that takes ages.
Is anyone tired? Is anyone fucking tired? No, I thought not. Let's go. Hey. This song's about romance. Death by chocolate. Atlantic soul. Take my heart. And the flowers I stole. Sunday morning.
You know, there's that like Walter Benjamin essay called what's it called? Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction. And it's all about the idea that something loses its aura. If I show you a Rothko in a book, a Rothko just looks like a blue square. It's cool, it's nice, whatever. But you see a Rothko in the flesh and it's like, it comes alive. There is something about it, it's different. It is different. There's an aura about everything like that, any sort of expression. If you read a Bukowski, for instance, poem, and then I write a 5-line poem about, you know, shit sex. Yeah. There's an aura about his work, and there's not about me writing a 5-line poem about shit sex. So, like, yeah, my point is, you know, aura and stuff. it's almost impossible to find. You just got to have it. If you try and find it, you won't. If you just relax into it, and you know, people start to enjoy your spirit, and that's what it's about.
How far do you feel as though you're part of a community in Bristol?
Oh, massively. I think there's something about Bristol. I think there's like a belligerence or a fight against pretension for whatever reasons. And like, you know, fuck it. Like, I'm pretentious. I'm wearing all black because we're on stage. I want to wear all black. We're all wearing black. There's a pretension there. You think about things. And it's important to understand that. But like, there is also a very unpretentious approach to things, and people like Oliver Wilde come to our gigs and come to Something Anorak. We go and see Tail Sun, we go and see Spectres, we go and see, not because we're a cliquey bullshit scene, but because we really like each other as people and luckily as musicians. So I hate lying to friends about how shit their band are.
Hey.